Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Citadel, it's going to be Flash and Snow. From a ladder game that Flash played back in August, bottom left, it's going to be a red Protoss player. It is Snow. And in the bottom right, it's going to be Flash. Flash said he's going to be competing in SSL 2. Really excited for that. I like to see how he's going to match up against current players who were in SSL 1. So, let's see how Snow does here against Flash and how Flash does against Snow. I am super hyped for this game. Hooray for Friday Brood War. This is the last Friday that I will be posting a Brood War game. But yeah, say thanks to Michael for supporting Friday Brood War in October, and maybe you want to support Friday Brood War in November. If you can, then go ahead and do a donation to me at PayPal at falconpaladin@gmail.com for $100. That is the going rate at this point. And we will do Friday Brood War in November. Does that sound fun? I think it sounds pretty fun. You guys like the Friday Brood War. So again, not exactly a crazy long macro game, but PvT is not crazy long macro games. It's not something that happens all the time, right? I mean, StarCraft in general is not that. Most games that are played do not make it to the 15-minute mark. The ones that do are super fun, and I love casting them, and they're my favorite. And probably your favorite as well, but we do have games that do start off with really sneaky shenanigan level stuff. So we'll try to focus on the early game, see what's going on here. Early gas here from Snow, early gas from Flash too. So we're going to get a factory, we're going to get a cyber core, it's going to be dragoons, it's going to be tanks and vultures right off the bat. There's going to be no attempt to get marine pressure here at all on this giant 4-player map. Citadel's weird, man. You got this little high ground spot on the ramp leading up and out of your main. Steve the SCB not going to find where the Protoss is for a hot minute, unless he does the thing where he scout like the top corner and then cross spawn scout from there, in which case he will totally see where Snow is a little bit sooner than if he just goes straight up counterclockwise on the scout. Right, okay. Yep, cyber core, nothing much going to happen until that is done. Factory beginning as soon as we have enough gas for that. And worried about early zealot pressure, which is why the supply depot is placed like it is, next to the refinery and next to the barracks. We've all had nightmares about zealots inside our bases as Terran, haven't we? Ugh, one of the most terrifying things in all of history. So, cyber core up. Dragoon in production. Fast singularity charge, sure looks like it. Sure looks like a fast singularity charge with the gas that's continuing to be harvested here, but maybe waiting to see what's going on. I mean, you're scouting a little bit late. Oh, look, he's going to expand. He is going to expand, sir. He's not going to get singularity charge immediately. But yeah, going to throw the Nexus down. Steve scouts that, yep, right away. And he did the thing. Yeah, he scouted top right and then cross-spawned. Snow might be able to do the same thing here. There's your factory finishing up. Quick Vulture. I don't know about that. I mean, Vulture fantastic against Zealot, but you've not really seen any indication there's a Zealot coming at you. But, I mean, Vulture is faster to build than a Siege Tank is because you have to wait for the machine chop, so a couple Marines and a Vulture is about as good as you can do here against a very fast Dragoon rush. So, Marines with good micro can handle this Dragoon on some level. Again, the Vulture providing extra DPS. It's not a ton of DPS against Dragoons, but just a little bit of it's going to be good. The Vulture actually is like, good luck with that, guys. Bye. I'm going to run over and maybe try to snipe a couple of probes inside the main base. Hopefully there's not another Dragoon there to stop me, but there will be. Because, behold, and Singularity Charge got fired up after the Nexus got started. So, oh, this Dragoon. No, he killed all the Marines. No, Flash. Flash was not paying attention. He could have run the Marine back and maybe got inside that bunker. Kept him alive on the other side of it. Nice Dragoon block. Vulture comes home to try to save the day against this murderous 3-kill Dragoon inside Flash's natural base. Is there... No, never mind. The Vulture's like, nope, I'm no help against that Dragoon. Sorry, boys. It's all you now. A tank is produced. Spider Mines are on the way. That should be able to stop this Dragoon and I guess any Zealot aggression that might come across the map here too. There's the gate, there's a robotics facility, there's a good option, though if it's Snow, it's going to be a fast robo support bay, and it's going to be some Reavers here inside Flash's base. So, is he going to be ready for that, right? That's the thing. He doesn't know what this tech is. He doesn't know if it was maybe like a fast Citadel, maybe going into DTs. That's entirely possible in a game like this. Because the Terran player at this point, he doesn't have any detection, right? He doesn't have an academy, doesn't have an engineering bay. He's nowhere near to getting detection. But at this point, he's kind of gambling that it's not going to be DTs, I guess based on the Dragoon opening, which does take a lot of gas. And it's kind of hard to get up to DTs if you're constantly pumping Dragoons in the first 5 minutes of the match, right? Right. Observatory up. So dealing with Spider-Mine's not going to be a ginormous deal here from Snow. Bit of a push out here. 2 tanks. No siege mode, just 2 tanks. A couple Marines. On SCV for repair purposes, or maybe for building a bunker, quite possibly. Oh, Dragoon's going after the tanks. Oh, taking a lot of shots from the Marines, though. Careful there, boys. Oh, yeah, that Dragoon. Oh, I was going to say it's dead, but they sniped the Vulture instead. Extremely injured Dragoons in the comp here. 2 of them from Snow, but he gets behind the wall. Marines have a hard time reaching back there, and the Dragoon count just got hefty enough. Hang on. That flash falls back, but then he pushes back in, but then Spider-Mines are being laid, but we have obs. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't want to say it's a waste to get Spider-Mines here. I really don't, but it kind of feels like a waste to get Spider-Mines because the obs are so fast. Look, a robotic support bay on 2 bases from Snow, and he's getting a 3rd base too, just in case you're wondering. You probably were. Siege mode coming in. Flash says, this non-siege tank stuff is garbage. I need sieged tanks to fight these Dragoons, and he is correct about that count. So he's double factory running here. No sign of a 3rd base from him yet. But I think Snow's in a fantastic place. How are we with missile turrets? Good? Like, maybe right now? Excellent. Turrets are coming up. Siege mode coming in. Gonna come down to places where the Reaver can unload without dying to siege tank fire, without the shuttle getting killed by missile turrets, right? Or Marines, if any of those still exist, which they do. 3 Marines totally exist. Yeah, so look, I mean, the Spider-Mines are slowing any kind of a push that Snow's trying to make here, but I don't think he wants to jump on this. I guess Siege just finished. As the Dragoons had shown up earlier, that could have been a problem for Flash. So fine, delaying the Dragoon push across the map with the Spider-Mines gave time for Siege to finish. That is a good pickup for sure. More and more gates coming in. Where my Reaver's at, Snow. There they are. Reaver coming in. Coming in. So yeah, this is, I don't know if we want to call it bite-sized StarCraft, right? But it's pretty intense. I don't know. Like, this is a lot of gambling here from Snow. It does have a 3rd base, though. It's hard for me to consider any kind of a build a gamble if you have a 3rd base at 7 minutes. It's just doing Reaver drops. You didn't rush Reaver drops, right? You didn't rush for DTs or anything. So here we go. Shuttle speed is not done, nor is it actually in production at all. Citadel coming in behind this. Dragoons maybe try to pressure the front a little bit, but this engineering bay is getting extra vision out here from the main. 2 turrets in good position. This turret's in good position too, actually. So I don't know if you can get in here. I don't know. That's really insane missile turret positioning by Flash. And now, now you got to push the front with 5, 6 siege tanks back there. No, thank you. Absolutely no thank you. Now the Reaver's turned from a harassing unit into a containing unit, which is way easier for Flash to deal with. Less annoying for sure. Oh my goodness. Ugh, my goodness. Slug enhancements coming in. Mech is at 0-0, working on a +1 attack upgrade, making a Goliath to help deal with the shuttle that he knows is out there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, this is something a lot of lower level players have to learn, right? Just because you want to Reaver drop somebody doesn't mean you can, and doesn't mean you should try. This is just not droppable. I think a lower level player would maybe try to split the difference here, lose the shuttle, and the Reaver would get like 1 Scarab off before it died, right? But Snow, too smart for that, recognizing that is a dangerous, dangerous place to be. And trying to get a Reaver. No, the Reaver does not shoot. Doesn't shoot. Could have got a Reaver shot off. Not that it would have killed any of these tanks, but it would have been nice for future attacks. Vultures. They've made a bit of a run around to see if there are any bases that Snow's taken that are ninja. Nope. But it looks like Snow's going to go for a 4th base on the left side here. Yeah, the complete irrelevancy of this Reaver is really putting Flash into a fantastic position, folks. A fantastic position. He's got a bajillion siege tanks with +1. By that I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 10 siege tanks. Yep, this is a delay play. I don't know if getting that 4th base is going to make sense. Snow is not actually throwing up the 4th base. He's preparing for it, but he sees this move out and says, is this a move out? Or are you just trying to cover your 3rd base landing and porque no los dos, right? All right, bunch of speed and let zealots down here. Hold on. A high ground tank position. Again, little tiny narrow strip of high ground, but it counts as high ground nevertheless. All right, here goes nothing. Reaver shot, catching a vulture. Not exactly what you invested into Reavers for, but it is forcing siege ups. Snow. Snow's going for the nat, everybody. He's hoping he can delay this push long enough for the Reaver to maybe wipe out the natural base of Flash. Vultures catch wind of it, and they decide to come home and try to defend against it here, but Zealots on top of your bunker. Zealots on top of your SCVs. Zealots fighting against AVs is bad. Flash is kind of stuck in no man's land here. Decides to go back home to try to save his own bacon. Makes the split-second decision to not continue to push, and then makes the other split-second decision to continue to push. Command center down, boy. Inside the main base. Zealots going to town on SCVs. There's a tank down here they're body blocking for. But the Zealots get on top of the tank. Eventually another tank pops out. It's not in siege mode. Reaver's continuing to push. Snow. I think it took a really difficult position. He made a DT2. Are you kidding me? And that's a GG. Flash taps out and Snow gets the win. Woo! What a crazy game that was. I can see why RJB called that a DEFCON 1. That was fantastic. Snow knew he had enough with a handful of Dragoons and a Reaver inside a shuttle and a DT to hold this push if it kept coming. Flash decided to split some of his units back home. That didn't really work out for him in the end, and then he didn't have enough to push here either, and he had to tap out. Snow played that so well. I love squeaking a DT out of that situation too, knowing he doesn't have any comsats, right? No, he does have comsats. He had enough energy for a comsat. Never mind. Hoping that Flash is too busy to use his comsat to scan this DT out. And yeah, just Zealots inside your main base. Your natural base is gone. Every tank that pops out is taking Zealot hits. That's a 3-kill siege tank. He's doing some work. That Zealot's like, if I ignore you, you're not there, right? Right, I think that might be what he's saying. So, yeah, great patient game from Snow, right? Great patient game from Snow. Tried to Reaver drop, couldn't. Delay. Decided to go for a counter attack on Flash as Flash was pushing out with a 2-base attack. Counter attacks from Protoss are so dangerous. So dangerous. This is exactly what happened here. Takes the northern lane. The southern lane is all Flash, and he just can't make it any closer to the natural base of Snow than this. It's as far as he got. So what a fun game. What a great little Friday snack for you all. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly had a lot of time with it. Okay, so what do we got? 34,000 to 57,000 points in favor of Snow. Produced similar numbers of units, but a 94 to 28 kill ratio in favor of Snow. When we produce similar numbers is crazy. I cannot believe that. Yeah. And then 4 buildings lost for Flash, none for Snow. Resources are an outspend of about 4,000 resources-ish in 11 minutes. Really a good game from Snow. He needed every bit of those resources to win this game. So, GG! And that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered with Flash and Snow. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, you can always catch me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, all those great stuffs, and you take care of yourself.